Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Sunday, March 19th. I'll say it on tomorrow's video too, I'm sure, but I'm going to apologize for no videos last week. As you guys know, I was on spring break. I decided to just take the week, recharge, refresh. Not that I don't love doing videos for you guys, but just giving me a chance to, get back in a right headspace, if you will, to shoot videos for you guys and to give you guys all that I can. So that's why there was no videos last week. I just needed a week to take a break. So we are in Psalm 60 today, 12 verses. Let's dive right in. It says, "You have rejected us, God, and burst upon us. You have been angry, now restore us. You have shaken the land and torn it open. Mend its fractures, for it is quaking. You have shown your people desperate times. You have given us wine that makes us stagger. But for those who fear you, you have raised a banner to be unfurled against the bow. Save us and help us with your right hand, that those you love may be delivered. God has spoken from his sanctuary in triumph. I will parcel out Shechem and measure off the valley of Succoth. Gilead is mine and Manasseh is mine. Ephraim is my helmet. Judah is my scepter. Moab is my wash basin. And Edom I toss my sandal. Over Philistia I shout in triumph. Who will bring me to the fortified city? Who will lead me to Edom? Is it not you, God, you who have now rejected us and no longer go out with our armies? Give us aid against the enemy, for human help is worthless. With God we will gain the victory, and he will trample down our enemies." So there's a lot there. There's a lot to unpack that isn't straightforward, right? But what I like verse 2, "You have shaken the land and torn it open, mend its fractures." Okay? It's telling God to mend its fractures, so they know that he's possible of doing that. 11 and 12, "Give us aid against the enemy, for human help is worthless. With God we will gain the victory, and he will trample down our enemies." Human help is worthless. With God we will gain the victory. That makes me think of how often do we try and fight our battles without God? How often do we try and fight our battles with worldly things? How often do we turn to other people instead of turning to God? And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with turning to people as long as they're following Christ and looking to better you. There's nothing wrong with turning to people. But when we turn to people instead of God, that's when the problems start. With God, we will gain the victory. With God, you will gain a victory. But you have to go to God in order for him to work. Everyone have a great Sunday. Have a great start to your week. And of course, go be the example.